Hello, I'm Girl Named Ron. Welcome to my channel. Today we are sponsored by TCG Player. TCG Player has been fabulous and kind and wonderful enough to send me some product, so I will be opening my collector booster live on stream. I will also be opening a box of play boosters, and I hope to build a deck from my pulls from Foundations. Um, TCG Player is running an amazing Cyber Weekend sale. You should definitely check it out. If you use my link from my link tree in the description, it'll let them know that I sent you. So that would help me out a lot if you're shopping with TCG Player this holiday season. So let's get this going. Let me make sure that I can see you. All right, let's go. Welcome in. I did turn off my overhead light because it causes a glare, but I think it's still bright enough. So let's start with the collector booster, and then we'll go ahead and open the play booster and build a sealed deck. See what we get out of that. Always the worst at opening the tough plastic on the outside. We're doing a little impromptu midnight magic. I've been under the weather and sick for like almost a month. Like, I've had this relentless lingering cough for a really long time, and I went to the doctor's twice. So this time they gave me a Z-Pack, and tomorrow's my last day of it. So I do feel a little bit better, but I don't want to speak too soon because what has been happening is I will feel, hey, thank you, lovely nails. Someone says thank you. They're just like a gunmetal kind of black. It's got like a little shimmer in it. So yeah, just trying a little something to, like, still in the black vein, but not quite. But yeah, I don't want to speak too soon because every time I say I'm getting better, then all of a sudden I'll have one of those days where like I'll just get way worse and I have horrible night's sleep. So that's been a thing. But thank you and welcome in. I'm glad to see you. Jar Werewolf. Rip it and sniff it. The collector boosters always smell so freaking good. All right, we're starting with a Vivian Reed foil token emblem. And we're going to go backwards. We got a Sanguine Siphoner. I do have the card bot in the chat, so you can exclamation mark card if you want to see the details on a card, but I'm also happy to go back and read a card or show it closer or better, whatever you need. Let me know. I'm happy to. Gorehorn Raider, Dazzling Angel, Macabre Waltz, Rugged Highlands, Clinkant Sky Mage, Arbiter of Woe, Vampire Nighthawk, Juggernaut. Ooh, this is a pretty island. Leyline Axe, Raise the Past. We've got a Curator of Destinies. Aw, it's kind of cute. Scrawling Crawler, Seer Slicer Goblin, and our Vivian Reed. All right, onward. I always make such a mess, but I have a garbage bag this time. I was prepared, so I can clean it right up afterwards. All right, pack number 2. Let's see what we get. Feel free to guess, like, which pack you think is going to be the best out of the 12. Oh, and usually, yeah, they're double-sided, so it's an Elf Warrior and a Vivian Reed. Vampire cards? Alright. 2 vampire cards? Yeah. The vamps are good. Alright, we've got a human token. I don't want to spoil what's underneath, so I'll look at the back afterwards. Elfsworn Giant. There it is, see? I knew I couldn't go one stream without it. Gutless Plunderer. Heir Apparent. This guy's been a fave lately. Gnarlid Colony. Involuntary Employment. Arcane Epiphany. Mischievous Pup. Little cutie. Feel like my music is a little bit loud. Let me know if it's not, or it is, or whatever. Diregraph Ghoul. Heraldic Banner. Island. Drake Hatcher. Ajani. Caller of the Pride. Ooh, Phyrexian Arena. That's a fun one. Oh, that's so pretty. Celestial Armor. I love equipment and I love mono white. When it enters attached to target creature you control, I love that. That creature gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Equipped creature has flying. Gets +2/+0. Sweet. Zimone. And the back of the human is a knight token. Pack number 3. Let's go. Oh, so good. I wish I could bottle that smell. Stab. Ambush Wolf. Think Twice. Sure Strike. Thornwood Falls. Stroke of Midnight. Goblin Negotiation. Heroic Reinforcements. Ajani's Pride Mate. This was so pretty. Swamp. Not an island, finally, right? Mossborn Hydra. Lathril, Blade of the Elves, another favorite. I personally hate elves. I don't know why. Okay, I do kind of know why. Someone gifted me a Lathril deck as my first deck, and I just had such a hard time as a new player learning it and figuring out how to play Magic with it, and I just did not get it. And I then got the Silver Quill Orzhov deck, and I loved it. I played that for months, and I had a great time playing Magic. I've also played against Lathril and just absolutely hated it. I didn't like playing it. I didn't like playing against it. And since day one, I've just not liked elves, and I don't like green very much. And everybody always gives me shit for it, but I don't love playing green. It's my least played color. Arabo the First Fang. Zool Lich Lord. And Sky Knight Squire. And we've got a rabbit token and a soldier. This is a really cool token as well. Might put that in something. I do have some decks that make soldiers. Pack number 4. All right. Soul Shackled Zombie, Runaway Together, Healer's Hawk, Bite Down, Gleaming Barrier, Dauntless Veteran, Wardens of the Cycle, Tatiova, Benthic Druid, An Offer You Can't Refuse. This is such a cool one. Look at him. He's just like a little mob guy. Ugh, I love it. Plains, my favorite. I play white a lot. Sky Knight Squire, Curator of Destinies, Spinner of Souls, Preposterous Proportions. Ooh, and we got Raise the Past in the mana foil treatment. I know it's a little bit hard to see on stream, but there you go. You can see it there. That's such a cool treatment. And we've got a treasure and a food token. This is very useful. I like when, like, you know, you can have these two things in the same deck. So I like when that happens. Excuse me. Make your move. Cackling Prowler, Squad Rallier, Axguard Cavalry, Jungle Hollow, Sarah Angel, Fiendish Panda, ooh, Vengeful Blood Witch, Brazen Scourge, a Forest, a stinky forest, High Fae Trickster, Blasphemous Edict, Leyline Axe, the alternate art, High Society Hunter, excuse me, a Tally Primal Storm, and a Zombie and Insect token. I guess this is pack 6. I lost count. Excuse me. Ooh, a Scion of the Deep token. Luminous Rebuke, Quick Draw Katana, Tolarian Terror, Thrill of Possibility, Broken Wings, Tragic Banshee, Bloom Trick, Twin Blade Blessing, Empyrean Eagle, Mountain, Flame Wake Phoenix, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. That's one of the combo pieces. Exemplar of Light. Beautiful. Electroduplicate, Drake Hatcher. We've got a Scion of the Deep and a Koma's Coil. We are halfway through the collector box. We've already got one Nana stamp foil card. Refute, Bake into a Pie, Erudite Wizard, Grow from the Ashes, Fake Your Own Death, Skyship Buccaneer, Sun Blessed Healer, Stormkirk Blood Thief, Spectral Sailor, Swamp, Abyssal Harvester, Extravagant Replication, Anthem of Champions, Herald of Eternal Dawn, Sphinx's Tutelage. So pretty. Food and Treasure. Yay, another one of those. I love those. I'm definitely going to use that. I should make a food deck. I haven't made like anything that was really food themed. I know Lord of the Rings kind of lent itself to that. Oh, I literally pulled like, I've never done that before. I pulled like the first plastic piece off of the second plastic piece. What a mess. I didn't even know that was possible. Treetop Snare Spinner, Fleeting Distraction, Vampire Soul Caller, Marauding Blight Priest, that's the other combo at piece, and it's a common. Scoured Barrens, Elvish Regrower, Fiery Annihilation, an offer you can't refuse. Ooh, a Rogue's Passage, I love that. That's an auto include in every deck for me. Plains, Soulstone Sanctuary, Scrawling Crawler, Drake Hatcher, Kaikar. Oh, snap. This is so cool. Herald of Eternal Dawn. Look at this card. Insane. That is so pretty. Wow. I love it. Oh my god. Zombie and Insect. That was a really good hit. I love that card. That's so fun. Big Fin Bouncer, Goblin Borders, Refute, super pretty. Dwynen's Elite, Evolving Wilds, Bulk Up, Claws Out, Ajani's Pridemate, Wildwood Scourge, Mountain, Coma World Eater, Progenitus, High Society Hunter, Abyssal Harvester. Ooh, we got the glittery doubling season. I'm so happy about this. Ah! It is so cute. Look at it. Oh. Incredible. This is a great pull. It is, I will say, I haven't seen foils curl in a while, and this one does seem to be, kind of curling. Like you can see in the corner, it's kind of like a little raised. So I will say these glitter ones do have like a bit of a curl. Let's see what it's like after a while out of the pack, but yeah, I haven't seen the recent foils curling. This one does seem to be curling. So you know, maybe it's something to do with this treatment. We've got a Drake and a Goblin. That was a good one. That was, I think, probably my favorite hit so far. Inspiring Paladin. Think Twice. Oh, these full arts are so pretty. Banishing Light. Bushwhack. Goblin Surprise. Mischievous Mystic. Ravenous Amulet. Burnished Heart. Hidetsugu's Second Right. Foil. Zul Ashur Lich Lord. 1,000-Year Storm. Another Zul Ashur Lich Lord, but the alt art, the full art. Drake Hatcher. Loot! We got a little looty, a rabbit, and a soldier token. I don't think I'd ever put soldiers and rabbits in the same deck, but I guess you never know. I like when the two-sided tokens kind of like match each other, you know? Burglar Rat, Prideful Parent, Hungry Ghoul, Spitfire Lagak, Swift Water Cliffs, Felling Blow, Fishing Pole, Ruby Daring Tracker, Dwynen Giltleaf Dane, Forest, Brass's Bounty, Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, Sky Knight Squire, Niv Mizzet Visionary, and Leyline Axe. And we've got a goblin and a zombie token. Last pack. Let's see if we got any bangers in here. Lightshell Duo, Cathar Commando, Incinerating Blast, Giant Growth, Windscarred Crag, Guarded Air, Bolt Wave, Mild-Mannered Librarian, Hero's Downfall, Plains, Elvish Archdruid, Giada, Font of Hope. I have a Giada deck, so I'd love to see it. 9 Lives Familiar. This is so cute, too. Spinner of Souls, Anthem of Champions, and a Human and Knight token. All right, we are all done with our collector booster, so we're going to open play boosters and attempt to make a sealed deck from our pulls. So let's see what we get in here. I'm going to try to kind of sort as I go, which I imagine is going to be tough, but let's see. Okay. these smell okay, but they're never as good as the collector boosters. All right, we've got Bacon to a Pie, Broken Wings, Strix Lookout, Vanguard Seraph, Goblin Borders, Witness Protection, Campus Guide, Inspiring Call, Battle Song Berserker, Divine Resilience, Imprisoned in the Moon, Painful Quandary, Fleeting Flight. We've got a Swamp and a Food and a Treasure Token. Yay, I like those. Burglar Rat, Llanowar Elves, very useful. Strix Lookout, Banishing Light, Goblin Borders, Bacon to a Pie, Heir Apparent, Meteor Golem, Slumbering Cerberus, Twin Blade Blessing, Tragic Banshee. Hey, what's up, Ice Prophet? Welcome in. Good to see you, even though it's late for me. Curator of Destinies. Thank you. I just opened a collector booster box and it was slamming. It had such good stuff in it. Arcane Epiphany. We've got a swamp and a rat. Oh my god, he's so cute. A rat and a zombie. Yeah, the collector booster box was really good. So we're doing clay boosters now, and I haven't opened any legendaries yet, but I want to build a sealed deck from this. So I'm hoping to open some legendaries. But if I don't, I'll pick a legendary from my to build list, and I will use the rest of this box to do that. What's a fractured foil? Is that the glittery one? I got yeah, I got the doubling season with the cats on it. So it was a fine moment. I'll show it to you. And I got one of the mana foils as well. This is the one. But I was saying that the foils recently have not been curling, but this one is. It does look like it's got like a bit of a curl. So I guess like whatever is in the fractured foil, that glitter, it is making it kind of get a little curve. So it does seem that the fractured foils do curl a bit. Though the other foils I have not seen curl. But yeah, this was a banger of a pull. This was the pull of the box. So I do have some inner sleeves handy, so I will put it in an inner sleeve just for you, though it's not going any further than my desk right now. And this box was gifted to me by TCG Player, so it didn't cost me anything because this stream is sponsored by TCG Player. So that box thankfully did not come out of my pocket money, and I'm very, very grateful that they sent it to me and I got such amazing pulls from it. So thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful for your enthusiasm as well. It was definitely my favorite pull of the box for sure. I'm getting the good fuzzies. All right, we've got Infestation Sage, Grow from the Ashes, Tolarian Terror, Squad Rallier, Incinerating Blast, Wary Thespian, Involuntary Employment, Abrade, Needle Tooth Pack, Seismic Rupture, Aetherize, Thousand Year Storm, Macabre Waltz, Dismal Backwater, and a spirit and a cat token. Yeah, it was for sure a really exciting pull. But it's so late that I'm like, I couldn't be like, wah! You know, like it's 12:50 a.m. here, so I'm like, yay, I'm so happy about this pull. So we're doing midnight magic, but you know, we still have to be mindful of the neighbors. Cackling Prowler, Runaway Together, Felidar Savior, Thrill of Possibility, Hungry Ghoul, Dwynen's Elite, Fanatical Firebrand, Burnished Heart, Sarah Angel, Clinkant Sky Mage, Fiery Annihilation, Arabo the First Fang, Ravenous Amulet, a Plains, and a Goblin. This is a cool Goblin token. Goblin and Insect. MTG Goldfish has that print way up, that print price way up there. What do you mean? Which print and what's the price? The kitty season, what's the price they have it up? We've got Make Your Move, Crackling Cyclops, Marauding Blight Priest. No! You're kidding! That particular one is $446? Oh my god. Well, I wanted to keep it, but that's crazy. I mean, I would have had a more, like, I haven't looked up the prices of any cards recently. Not for this set because I haven't opened very much. So like my reactions are gonna seem pretty dull to things because I don't realize that they're expensive, you know, or valuable. I'm just like, oh cool, this is so pretty. I'm so glad I pulled this. And then people are like, yo, you know, you're sitting on like a $500 card. I'm like, what? You know, like this is news to me. So if my reactions seem bland, it's because I have not looked up pricing for foundations at all. All right, we've got Bushwhack, Light Shell Duo, Cathar Commando, Hair Apparent, Wary Thespian, Overrun, Juggernaut, Dragon Trainer, Phyrexian Arena, Sky Knight Squire in foil, Scoured Barrens, and a Drake Goblin token. I love this Goblin token, so I'm really excited about it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for telling me. That's exciting news. Also, I finally did that, I think. I mean, I haven't tested it out, so I don't know if it works, but I finally did that thing with the exclamation point card that you can like see what the card is. I finally got it to work, so I think. So, I'm an old lady on the internet, but we're trying. We're doing our best. Elementalist Adept, Luminous Rebuke, Gorehorn Raider, Gutless Plunderer, Giant Growth, Pilfer, Witness Protection, Secluded Courtyard, Essence Scatter, Savannah Lions, Wardens of the Cycle, Sky Knight Squire, Bacon to a Pie is the foil. We got another foil, Rugged Highlands, and an art card. I guess I should use TCG price since they are big dog sponsors. They have it at $3.75 cheapest. Well, that's incredible. That's great to know. Thank you for looking that up for me. Insane. Look at it, works. it's showing you like all the printings of it, so it's hard to see because there's so many printings of it, right? Doesn't narrow it down to like the most recent. There is a foundations, but it's just like the regular printing and not the glittery one. Axguard Cavalry, Infestation Sage, Beastkin Ranger, Tolarian Terror, Squad Rallier, Fanatical Firebrand, Gleaming Barrier, Guarded Air, Mild-Mannered Librarian, Reassembling Skeleton, Kiara the Rising Tide. Good, we got a legendary. Celestial Armor. I love this card. Vanguard Seraph. Plains, Fun Goblin, and Insect. I'm glad I'm pulling a lot of these goblins. Yeah, it works! I did it! Victorious. Thanks for testing it out for me. I feel like I tried it a while back and it like didn't work and I don't know what I was doing wrong, and then I just tried it again and it worked. So now we have it. We're good to go. Apothecary Stomper, Big Fin Bouncer, Fleeting Flight, Firebrand Archer, Crypt Feaster, Elfsworn Giant, Pilfer, Spectral Sailor, Heraldic Banner, Guarded Air, Mild-Mannered Librarian, Galta, Primal Hunger, Homunculus Horde. I love this. I'm so glad I got it because I wanted to add him to my Fibblethip deck. So, very cute. Forest, and an art card. I'm nursing a cough I'm trying to get over, so excuse me. I'm gonna mute my mic so it's not so obnoxious, but it's gonna be happening. All right. Incinerating Blast, Eaten Alive, Grow from the Ashes, Mocking Sprite, Helpful Hunter, Goblin Surprise, Campus Guide, Witness Protection, Tragic Banshee, Ajani's Pridemate, Slumbering Cerberus, Leyline Axe, Frenzied Goblin, Island, and an art card. This is Reclamation Sage's art. There's my link. Axe is so sweet. I pulled so many of them, which is so weird because it's like a rare, but like I pulled like 10 of them. I have like all different arts, all different, yeah, I have like everyone. There's my TCG player link. It just popped up in the chat. They have an amazing Cyber Weekend sale going on. And if you use my link to shop, it lets them know that I sent you and it helps me out. So if you would be so kind, if you are shopping with TCG Player, please use my link. Llanowar Elves, Uncharted Voyage, Banishing Light, Axguard Cavalry, Baked into a Pie, Broken Wings, Wary Thespian, Heartfire Immolator, Micromancer, Strongbox Raider, Stormkirk Blood Thief, Authority of Consoles. Ugh, this is like such a yucky stacks card, but it is so good. It's so effective. Gutless Plunderer. This is a great art too. Rugged Highlands. And Food and Treasure Token. Yay! I'm so glad I have so many of these now. Very, very useful. Thank you, Ice Prophet. I appreciate your support. You've been so kind. Stab. Gnarlid Colony. Fleeting Distraction. Healer's Hawk. Sure Strike. Hair Apparent. Quick Draw Katana. Reassembling Skeleton. Heartfire Immolator. Micromancer. Archmage of Ruins. Progenitus. Make Your Move. Thornwood Falls. And an art card, Herald of Eternal Dawn. That's really pretty. Oh my god, this is so cute. The token is already just adorable. I can't wait for you to see it. Strix Lookout. Vanguard Seraph. Goblin Borders. Infestation Sage. Grow from Ashes. Involuntary Employment. Soul Shackled Zombie. Garruk's Uprising. Skyship Buccaneer. Twin Blade Blessing. Ruby Daring Tracker, another legendary. Lunar Insight. Affectionate Indrik. Thornwood Falls. Elf Warrior, and a raccoon. Look at him. He's got a carrot in his mouth. He's so freaking precious. How cute is that? Oh, this token is Mark Poole. What a gem. I want to get Mark Poole to sign this for me because that is so cute. Fake Your Own Death. Bite Down. Refute. Make Your Move. Crackling Cyclops. Vampire Soulcaller. Aegis Turtle. An Offer You Can't Refuse. Cat Collector. It's like my future. Dreadwing Scavenger. I don't even have a cat. I've never had a cat, but I feel like one day I will. Brazen Scourge. Raise the Past. Cathar Commando. A swamp and a cutie little rat. Zombie token. Tolarian Terror. Squad Rallier. Incinerating Blast. Stab. I could see you getting along with a cat. I do get along with cats. I have many friends that have cats. And I often get along with cats. I just have I've only ever had dogs. My first dog was like, in my early 20s. So I never had like pets really as a kid. I had a couple of like parakeets and some lizards and things like that, like small cage things. When I was like a teenager. But as a kid, I never had pets, and I didn't have like a real pet until my 20s. I had my first dog, who just passed away last year. So, yeah, he passed away at nearly 18 years old. So he lived a very full, long life. It was wonderful. But I just got a puppy a couple months ago, so I'm on a new loop. And I have another dog who is 16, so all of my dogs have lived really, really long. But I've never had a cat. But maybe one day. I want a Sphinx cat, a hairless cat. I think they're so cool. I'm really fascinated by them. And I met somebody like through a friend who had a Sphinx cat, and I was just obsessed. I was like, I can't even pay attention to your party. Like, I just want to play with your cat all day. Which reminds me, I should like hit up that friend and be like, when are you hanging out with so and so? Like, can I come? I want to play with their cat. Beastkin Ranger. Prideful Parent. Spitfire Lagak. Brineborn Cutthroat. Dwynen Guiltleaf Dane. Another legendary. Zombify. Brass's Bounty. Another legendary Niv Mizzet Visionary. Infestation Sage, Swamp, and a Kiora art card. Oh, she's so cool. She's so pretty. She a little thick. I like it. Yeah, he was 18. He lived a very full life. And he never had any like health issues, thankfully. He did, like, in his old age, he did go like deaf and blind, you know, like not completely, but he lost a lot of his vision, a lot of his hearing just from old age, you know, but like otherwise, he never had any issues. He was a great dog. So, I'm very, very fortunate my pets have lived very long lives. He was a Boston Terrier, which is the same breed as my puppy. And funny enough, um, Boston Terriers are usually symmetrical. They have two black eyes and like a white patch kind of down the middle. Um, and my old dog, his name is Miles, he had one black eye and one white eye, which is very unusual. But as a result, the breeders that he came from didn't want him because they felt like he wasn't show quality enough. So I bought him because they didn't want him and didn't think that he could win shows. So I got him way back. And then my new puppy is also a Boston Terrier and also has one black eye and one white eye. And he was on a like rescue website. They came upon him probably for this same reason, you know, wherever he came from, didn't think they could show him or whatever the case may be. And I applied and they picked me. So, I got very lucky and I basically take in all like the reject Boston Terriers, you know, because they're like atypical for Boston Terriers, but he's wonderful. So, aw, a Newfoundland. Yeah, big dogs don't live as long. That's sad. I had a black lab that lived only until 12, but he had like undiagnosed cancerous tumors that the vet that I was going to um thought it was like a benign like fatty thing and kind of like misdiagnosed it and it just went south. And I have a fantastic vet that I've always taken my Boston to, but I moved and I took my lab to a vet that was closer to me and they like just horribly misdiagnosed him. Um However, I know that he's a black lab and he wasn't going to live that long anyway, but he passed at 12. He could have probably lived a little bit longer, but you know, what are you going to do? I don't go to that vet anymore. I stay with like even though it's like an hour away, I still go to my old vet because he's fantastic. So, anywho, Broken Wings, Uncharted Voyage, Vanguard Seraph, Axguard Cavalry, Infestation Sage, Aegis Turtle, Quick Draw Katana. Huh, that's funny. One just under it. Garrick's Uprising, Ruby again. Brineborn Cutthroat, Rune Scarred Demon. Ooh, Twin Flame Tyrant. Borderless. Spectral Sailor. Plains. This is pretty. Ooh, and Genesis Wave art card. Is it? Check it out. Find out for me. The Twin Flame Tyrant in the borderless or full art or whatever it is. I never know what the difference is. Roughly 20 bucks. We're doing good. We're doing good. Stab. I don't condone violence, but in Magic, it's necessary. Beastkin Ranger. Oh, Evil, thank you for subbing again for 14 months. I am so grateful for you. Thank you for coming in so late. We're doing Midnight Magic. Plenty of goodies, Evil. I opened a collector box just before this, and I got the kitty cat glittery doubling season, which apparently is like $400 something right now. I didn't even know when I pulled it. So we're doing great. How are you tonight? Thank you. And that box was gifted to me by TCG Player because this stream is sponsored by TCG Player. So they couldn't have sent me a better box. It was insane. And they're having an amazing, amazing Cyber Weekend sale, so please check them out. If you use my link, it'll let them know that I sent you, and it helps me out. So if you're shopping with TCG Player this weekend, or, is it that? Yeah, this weekend. Oh my god, Thanksgiving is like this week. Oh my god, I have so much to do. Blech. Yeah, if you're shopping with them this week, use my link. It helps. We've got Mocking Sprite, Helpful Hunter, just a little guy, Goblin Surprise, Eaten Alive, Soul Shackled Zombie, Gold Vein Pick, a Braid, Needle Tooth Pack, Seismic Rupture, Alesha, who laughs at fate, another legendary, Dazzling Angel, Thornwood Falls, and an elf and a raccoon. I love this token so much. Yeah, they really came through. What do you want to make your commander? Alesha? I think Alesha might win because I am going to make a sealed deck from everything I pull. And so far I've gotten a lot of like monocolored commanders, which I don't think I have enough cards for. So I'm hoping for like something dual colored. I got a bunch of rubies, but I think Alesha is going to be the one. Of the legendaries I've picked so far, I think Alesha is going to be the one. So I'm going to be making, which is weird because like I never ever thought to build that, but if I'm building a sealed deck from this box, I feel like that's going to be the one, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. We still have like half a box left. I missed Cyber Weekend last time and order just after it expired. They honored the deal? Oh my god, that is so amazing. That's so great that they honored the deal even after it expired. Like, seriously, they have been so wonderful. I'm so honored to be representing them and to have them sponsor me this way. They're just incredible. So thank you for sharing that story. That was so great. My link just popped up in the chat, so, and it's also in my link tree in the description of like all my videos. So please use my link when you're shopping. It helps me out and lets them know that you support me and you sent me and that you saw me promote them. And you can also use a code AGirlNamedRon at checkout. That also works if you're worried that the link didn't work. But it should work. Excuse me. We've got Beastkin Ranger, Tolarian Terror, Squad Rallier, Incinerating Blast, Eaten Alive, Prideful Parent, Spiteful Lagak, Quake Strider Ceratops, Hidetsugu's Second Right, Sarah Angel, Zombify, Giada, Font of Hope, my girl, Bolt Wave, a Forest, a kitty cat, and another cat. 2 different cats. A 1/1 and a 2/2. Silly. We've got a Gnarlid Colony, Refute, Healer's Hawk, Sure Strike, Fake Your Own Death, Treetop Snare Spinner, Sanguine Siphoner, Empyrean Eagle, Cephalid Ink Mage, Nessian Hornbeetle, Stroke of Midnight, Twin Flame Tyrant, the regular one, Treetop Snare Spinner, Island, and oh, I love this card so much. 9 Lives Familiar. I think Alesha's winning on the legendaries of which deck we're going to build from the sealed box tonight. Grow from the Ashes, Mocking Sprite, Helpful Hunter, Goblin Surprise, Stab, Ice Wind Elemental, Evolving Wilds. Oh, I put that on the wrong stack. Aetherize, Empyrean Eagle, Cephalid Ink Mage, Nessian Hornbeetle, Tiny Bones. He's just a little guy. Thrill of Possibility is the foil, Rugged Highlands, and we've got a rabbit and a soldier token. Courageous Goblin, Vampire Soulcaller, Ambush Wolf, Think Twice, Inspiring Paladin, Campus Guide, Aegis Turtle, just a chill guy, right? Seeker's Folly, Elvish Regrower, Fishing Pole, Bolt Wave, High Fae Trickster, Gnarlid Colony, Plains, and a Food Treasure Token, my favorite combo of tokens. Oh, I heard a notification. Somebody followed me. Hello, thank you, welcome in. My little thingy is Triple Sky. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. We are going to open this box of foundations and then build a sealed deck from it. Hopefully it's going to be a banger. We'll see. We'll see, right? Erudite Wizard, Dazzling Angel, Sower of Chaos, Burglar Rat, Apothecary Stomper, Big Fin Bouncer, Quick Draw Katana, Involuntary Employment, Goblin Negotiation, Dauntless Veteran, Overrun, Swift Blade Vindicator, Burnished Heart, Jungle Hollow, and Confiscate. So cute. She looks so guilty. Burst Lightning, Macabre Waltz, Cackling Prowler, Runaway Together, Felidar Savior, Gold Vein Pick, Soul Shackled Zombie, Self-Reflection, Felling Blow, Midnight Snack, Extravagant Replication, Quilled Great Worm. I haven't seen this. Apothecary Stomper, Forest, and a Spirit Cat token. That's a flying spirit, because apparently not all of them fly, and that makes me crazy. Like, ghosts fly! Ghosts fly! Let them fly. They all fly. They should fly. Fleeting Flight, Firebrand Archer, Crypt Feaster, Llanowar Elves, Uncharted Voyage, Treetop Snare Spinner, Prideful Parent, Juggernaut, Dragon Trainer, Seeker's Folly, Elvish Regrower, Exemplar of Light, Think Twice, Blossoming Sands, and a Forest art card. Thrill of Possibility, Gutless Plunderer, Dwynen's Elite, Elementalist Adept, Luminous Rebuke, Gorehorn Raider, Spitfire Lagak, Swiftfoot Boots, that's gonna be useful in our deck, Affectionate Indrik, Youthful Valkyrie, Bulk Up, Scrawling Crawler, Sure Strike, Mountain, and a Human Knight token. All right, how many packs do we have left? Ooh, quite a bit, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, nice even number. Let's go. Bushwhack, Lightshell Duo, Inspiring Paladin, Courageous Goblin, Marauding Blight Priest, Icewind Elemental, Goldvein Pick, Strong Box Raider, Stormkirk Blood Thief, an offer you can't refuse, Cat Collector. Oh, I skipped one. Drakaseth, Maw of Flames, Elvish Regrower, Island, the Fun Goblin, and a Zombie. 11 packs left. Let's go. Mocking Sprite, Helpful Hunter, Goblin Surprise, Eaten Alive. I wish it was really called the Fun Goblin on the card. It is just so fun. He's so cool looking. Look at him. That's probably like one of my favorite Goblin cards of all the ones they've made. Gnarlid Colony, Refute, Treetop Snare Spinner, Armasaur Guide, Quake Strider Ceratops, Hidetsugu Second Right, Hero's Downfall, Soulstone Sanctuary, Hero's Downfall Foil, Swift Water Cliffs, Elf Warrior, and a cat. I can tell you that if I worked for WotC and I wanted to call it the Fun Goblin, I know they would deny it. Because there are some people that I do know that work for WotC, and oh, I don't want any elves. I fucking hate them. So please. I got a Lathril in here and I was like, bleh. Yeah. But I do know some folks that work for WotC and work on the like design team and get to like name cards and things like that. And like what was the card? It was a black card. Hold on. Gosh, what was it? I swear this story has a point. I just have to find the card because it's killing me. Ugh, I think it was in the the collector box that I got it. And so far gone, I'm like, I don't know if I can find it again. Please find it. Ah, yes, I found it. Okay, so I know a person who wanted to call this like Blasphemous Pact because it's a blasphemous in black, and I think they wanted to call it a Blasphemous Pact and they were denied. And the ultimate card was Blasphemous Edict. So Fun fact, someone that works for Wizards attempted to call this blasphemous pact, and they were denied. So, oh, they wanted you hit ads. They wanted to call blasphemous edict blasphemous pact, and Wizards declined it, and ultimately it was called blasphemous edict. But someone at Wizards on the design team offered the name Blasphemous Pact for this card. Just so you know, a little inside information. So I promise you, if I wanted to call that the Fun Goblin, I would definitely be denied. There's no way they would let that go through. If the absolute genius of Blasphemous Pact didn't go through, no way they're letting me call it Fun Goblin. But just a little tidbit, you know, insider information I got. All right, we've got Ambush Wolf, Think Twice, Cathar Commando, Burst Lightning, Macabre Waltz, Evolving Wilds, Sanguine Siphoner, Vampire Gourmand, Rune Sealed Wall, Goblin Negotiation, Dauntless Veteran, Scavenging Ooze, Elf Sworn Giant, a Forest, and a Rabbit Soldier token. Sorry, this hella crazy cough. We've got a Healer's Hawk, Sure Strike, Fake Your Own Death, Bite Down, Fleeting Distraction, Gleaming Barrier, Elf Sworn Giant, Brazen Scourge, Vampire Gourmand, Rune Sealed Wall, a Pretty Refute, ooh, a Pretty Kaikar. We have another legendary option. Pilfer, Windscarred Crag, and Spinner of Souls art card. I'm so glad I was able to find that blasphemous card so fast, because I was like, oh, it's killing me. I have to tell the story. But I found it really fast, so I'm glad it didn't take up too much time. Banishing Light, Axe Guard Cavalry, Bacon to a Pie, Broken Wings, Strix Lookout, Icewind Elemental, Sanguine Siphoner, Mischievous Mystic, Resolute Reinforcements, Inspiring Call, Slag Storm, ooh, Soulstone Sanctuary, that's a fun art, Vampire Nighthawk, a Forest, and a Fairy, and Fish token. Oh, that's fun. Hungry Ghoul, Giant Growth, Erudite Wizard, Dazzling Angel, Firebrand Archer, Armasaur Guide, Fanatical Firebrand, Bolt Wave, Fishing Pole, Mischievous Mystic, Resolute Reinforcements, Abyssal Harvester, Fleeting Distraction is our foil. We got another foil, Swiftwater Cliffs, and Kato Emblem and Ninja. We've got 6 packs left. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Vanguard Seraph, Goblin Borders, Llanowar Elves, Uncharted Voyage, Banishing Light, Axguard Cavalry, Gleaming Barrier, Evolving Wilds, Heroic Reinforcements, A Johnny's Pride Mate. Yeah, we've got a lot of elves in this. Especially if they're green, you can have them. I never play green. Skyship Buccaneer. Drakoseth, Maw of Flames. Cackling Prowler is the foil. Tranquil Cove. And Cat Collector. Art card. Crypt Feaster. Apothecary Stomper. Big Fin Bouncer. Fleeting Flight. Sower of Chaos. Elfsworn Giant. Pilfer. Battlesong Berserker. Divine Resilience. Imprisoned in the Moon. Elenda, Saint of Dusk, another legendary. Omniscience. I love this. This is great. Strongbox Raider. I didn't even know Omniscience was in this set. That's crazy. Strongbox Raider is the foil. Bloodfell Caves. And a food treasure token. I love when they put those together. Bite Down. Fleeting Distraction. Make Your Move. Crackling Cyclops. Marauding Blight Priest. Armisaur Guide. Fanatical Firebrand. Dwynen Guiltleaf Dane. Burnished Heart. Hero's Downfall. Clinkant Sky Mage. Kellen Planar Trailblazer. Grappling Kraken. Swiftwater Cliffs. And a Loot signed art card. Yay! So I've got a lot of those food treasure cards. Like, so I think a lot of like foundations, whenever you get the token for like treasure, it seems to be dual-sided food and treasure, which is fantastic. And I said the same thing. I wish that they would put them together more. Excuse me. But they often don't. And I was saying like how, oh my god, this combination makes sense. And every single time I've pulled a token that was a treasure or food, it was like both dual-sided. So I've got a bunch of them now. Triple Sky asks, what do the cards smell like? Every pack smells different. I do feel that the collector boosters smell better than the play boosters. I think it's because like the like plastic that they're wrapped in is thicker. It's a little bit different. But they're kind of like a little bit metallic. Not quite like coins, but almost like if you gave coins like a spritz with a fragrance, you know, like an enjoyable. It's metallic, but it's better. I don't know. I can't explain it. I wish I could, because I make candles. I make like fandom and nerdy like themed candles, and my shop does have Magic the Gathering candles in it, and I've been wanting to make like a pack opening scent, but I have to find the chemistry for it. Like I have to think about what scents I would put together to mimic this smell and still make it good, you know, like something that people want to light and like make their house smell like, you know? So, because this is a quick, like a nice, like, almost like at the gas station, right? Like when you go to the gas station and you smell gas and you're like, man, that smells good. But you don't want your house to smell like that, right? Like I want to create a smell that is equal parts accurate, but also desirable for people to want to smell it all the time, you know? Gnarlid Colony, Fleeting Distraction, Healer's Hawk, Sure Strike, Fake Your Own Death, Bite Down, Elfsworn Giant, Inspiration from Beyond, Vengeful Blood Witch, Sun Blessed Healer, Adventuring Gear, Itali, Primal Storm, Broken Wings, Foil, Swamp, and look, Food Treasure! Every time they've been together, and I think that is perfect. I would actually use them, like the official ones, more if they did that. That makes sense. There's probably a whole business there. It's hard, you know, like it is like a chemistry experiment putting together scents. I'm really good at replicating things that I smell though. I feel like I'm really good at like, yeah, this smells like that thing I'm targeting. But crack packs has been like a mystery to me because every single one smells different. So I kind of have to capture the general essence because they're all going to be different. Bushwhack, Light Shell Duo, Cathar Commando, Courageous Goblin, Vampire Soulcaller, Gleaming Barrier, Witness Protection, Fiery Annihilation, Secluded Courtyard, Vampire Nighthawk, Ajani's Pridemate, Seer Slicer Goblin, another Seer Slicer Goblin but in foil, Island, and we got the Leyline Axe art. Excuse me. Last pack, and then we're building this deck. So Refute, Make Your Move, Crackling Cyclops, Vampire Soulcaller, Bushwhack, Campus Guide, Pilfer, Fire Spitter Whelp, Fiendish Panda, that's cute, Snakeskin Veil, Crystal Barricade, Vivian Reed, Inspiring Call, an island, an elf, and a cat. All right. Let's take a look at the dual color legendaries that we got. Okay, well, we got Progenitus, so that's an option, though not really practical at its mana cost. Let's see. Okay, these are our options. We've got Progenitus, which I'm gonna veto. I feel like that's just not practical. All right, we've got Ruby, Niv-Mizzet Visionary, Alesha Who Laughs at Fate, Kaikar, and Elenda. Elenda is lifelink, hexproof, and from instance. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, Elenda gets +1/+1 and has menace. Elenda gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. I feel like this is not good to build from a sealed pool because it's not going to give me the life gain cards that I need. So I'm going to veto Elenda. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. Exile another target creature you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Or create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. I think that's a possibility. Whenever Alesha attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature with mana value less than or equal to Alesha's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a possibility. You have no max hand size. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent you control, draw that many cards. I don't know that I have enough cards in my sealed pool to do non-combat damage. So, especially in those colors, like I think there's some some pinging in the black, but I don't think it's practical for a sealed deck. All right, Ruby has haste. Whenever Ruby attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ruby gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. I think I could make her. She just doesn't seem fun to me. I also don't really like Gruul. So I think we're down to Azorius Kaikar and Alicia. Which I think we're pretty good with. Like, there seems to be, like, substantial piles. So, no surprise to anyone at all, I will not be using green. And my only options are literally every other color. That is how foul I find green. So let's take a look. I mean, obviously we have our colorless pile, so that is like very useful as well. Let's take a look at what we want to build. I mean, technically I could build like both of them because they don't include each other's colors. Hey Kanye, what's up? Welcome in. They don't include each other's colors, so I could probably build both of them with what I have. I just have to get to sorting, which is that's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need a refill on my bevy. If you can give me a minute. I know like people leave when streamers take a break, and I hate that. Like I don't want anyone to go, but I understand like you don't want to be looking at nothing. But I will be no more than like 2 minutes. I'm just going to go downstairs and get myself a refill so that we can get to building these decks, because it looks like we're building 2 tonight. I was going to build 1, but I think we're building 2. If you can hang out until I am back, I would really appreciate it. Love you guys. I will be right back and we will build both of these decks. Bonus build, right? Bonus build. You got to help me. So let's see what happens. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for staying. I'm so glad you're all here. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna start. Thank you. Sorry, I had to put my headphones back on and now like all my hair is trapped under it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start with Kaikar because that's kind of like comfort colors for me. So let's start with Kaikar. And we will build Alesha afterwards. I'm gonna sort the colorless first. Kind of helps to put them like in alphabetical. Okay, we've got a land. I know we've got a lot of doubles in here, so we can put them in both decks if needed. Eh. Another land. We've got a bunch of campus guides. Bunch of quick draw katanas, bunch of burnished hearts. Okay. A couple juggernauts. Swifty boots. I gotta decide where that's going. Scrawling crawler. Oh, we got a soul stone. Fishing pole. You get to see the chaos of my sorting now. Yeah, I'm gonna make a commander deck out of what we pulled from this box. And I'm gonna make two because we have enough to make the two colors. All right. So let's see. Kaikar cares about non-creature spells. So I want to put a lot of colorless because it's going to give me a lot of those non-creature spells. So let's do... I'm just going to add like one of everything and then narrow down afterwards. This cares about artifacts. I don't know how much use we'll get out of it, but we'll add it in for now. Okay. And this is actually a land. It becomes a 3/3 with vigilance and all creature types. This cares about creature types, so I don't know that we're gonna have that in Kaikar. I'll put an Evolving Wilds in, and we already have a Sanctuary, so we're good with that. All right. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses a life. I like that. I like the boots. Sack a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter on this artifact. Sacrifice this artifact. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters. Kind of like that. If this card is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, double strike and trample, like that. When this creature enters, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. That's great. During your turn, equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike. Okay. This creature attacks each combat if able. This creature can't be blocked by walls. This is a little less useful, but we'll hang on to it for now. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 whenever equipped creature deals combat damage. Create a treasure token. Yes. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. Fine. Equipped creature has pay 1, tap, fishing pole, put a bait counter on it. Whenever equipped creature becomes untapped, remove a bait counter and make a fish. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land. Whenever a land you control enters, equipped creature gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. And sack, search for 2 basic lands. Okay, so these colorless I think we're good with. They make sense in the deck. They don't like impede the deck in any way. Okay. Let's look at the white and let's start sorting them by type. Creatures, instants, enchantment, lots of creatures, which we won't need all of these. Creature. Oh my god, creature. So many creatures. I know we're not going to use Giada because I don't think we have like enough angels to make it fruitful. But that's okay. We'll leave it in for now. And then narrow down. Finally, a sorcery. Enchantment, creature, instant. Okay, we'll do the creatures last because that's like the heaviest. We've got an equipment, which I think is useful, so I'm just going to toss it in immediately. We've got a legendary, but I just don't think that the mono colors are enough for a sealed box. Okay. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That seems fine. So we'll add it. Let's look at the enchantments. I've got a lot of Banishing Light. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent until it leaves. That seems fine. This has flash, enchant creature, enchanted creature has double strike, and authority of consuls. That is fine. So these are our doubles. Toss them aside. Let's look at instants. Just sorting them alphabetically so I know what we have. Okay. This says kicker, target creature you control gains indestructible until the end of turn. That seems totally fine. We'll include that. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until the end of turn. Prevent all combat damage. Absolutely. This spell costs 3 less if it targets a tapped creature and destroy. Perfect. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. Yields. We like destruction. Stroke of Midnight, destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller makes a 1/1 human. Fine. Okay. We're good so far. I'm gonna do creatures last. Let's go through blue. Stroke is a good card. I feel like this deck isn't even built and it's not even optimized and I already feel like it's good. You know, like it's got some destruction, it's got removal for a little bit of everything, it's got protection, it's got the boots, it's got equipments, which I love. So I already feel like this is pretty decent. And it's like not even, we're just limited to what we have in this box. Seems like a little bit less creatures on the blue side, which is probably good. Oh wait, I just hit like a big stack. We're gonna be creature heavy, it seems. I guess the toughest part is having enough playables since you can only do one copy of each. Yeah, it is tough, but I mean, it's been done. I haven't built a sealed deck since Dominaria, and when I did a sealed deck in Dominaria, it was Joda. And he was nasty. Regardless, like even in a sealed pool, he was still gross. Okay. Oop, I put 2 in here. Ugh. The homunculus. I'm tempted to just put him in there because he's so cute. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? That's a creature. Okay. All right. All our sorceries are different. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-land permanents you control. I mean, that could be really good. Okay. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control and it has flashback. It's really high mana cost, but it still feels like something. So I did a sealed Joda deck for the Dominaria box, and then I liked it so much that I built an optimized one. I also wanted to do like an oops all backgrounds deck once Baldur's Gate came out and the backgrounds were out. I was like, I want to make use of all the backgrounds. So the backgrounds are legendary, so they cascade off of Joda. So I made a deck that includes as many backgrounds as I can, and as a result, the backgrounds, there's like 3 or 4 of them that care about dragons. So I decided to make it Joda cares about legendaries, so it's like all legendary dragons and backgrounds. And I think there's like 19 backgrounds in it or something like that. Everything cascades, everything pumps, and I love it. It's a great deck. The only thing is, because it's Wooburg, it takes a while to get all the mana, and it takes a while to get like the pilot going, but once it gets going, it's like gross. Mill 3 cards, then return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand, and it has flashback. I feel like that could be useful, so let's toss it in. All right, instance. Yeah, it's a fun deck. I played it on Scrybabies. If you look up my name on YouTube and you find my Scrybabies episode, you will see the Joda deck play. I haven't updated it in a while, but it's still fun, like as is. It's the same everywhere. A Girl Named Ron. And I have been a guest on many Commander shows. Thankfully, I'm very grateful for that. And a lot of people recognize me from those as opposed to like my own channel. My own channels are quite small. And I'm a newer creator, but I have many wonderful friends in the community, and I have thankfully been involved in a lot of gameplay shows over the last couple years, which has been super fun. I have been on Nitpicking Nerds. I've been on Decked Out. I've been on Shuffle Up and Play with Prof. I have been on Tabletop Jocks many times. And Scry Babies. So I've had a really good couple years. It's been wonderful. I'm very grateful. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Absolutely. I love an offer you can't refuse. This spell costs 1 last if you control a wizard. Draw 3 cards. I don't think I'll have a wizard, but it's still nice to draw 3 cards. Essence Scouter, counter, target spell. Target creature gets -1/-0 until the end of turn and draw a card. Drawing a card is always good. Counter target spell, draw a card, discard a card. Kaikar is a wizard! Ha! Good spot, Ice Prophet. I didn't freaking realize he was a wizard. What the hell? That card's perfect. Psh. Ice Prophet, you made my day. Look at you. Noticing the small details. Nothing gets past you. I do like Runaway Together. Draw a card and flashback, always. Target creature's owner puts target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Puts what? It just says puts it. I feel like the wording on that is crummy. Can somebody explain this to me? Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Puts what? I mean, I'm still putting it in the deck, but puts what? There's something missing there. There's not enough information here. All right. Is it just a creature, though? Or is it, like, a spell? Like, because it's an instant, but is it, like, on... Do I play this, like, on their cast, in response to their cast? Is it just... Oh, yeah, target creature's owner. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm losing it. It's super late where I'm from. You're right. It makes sense now. I wasn't seeing it. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control. That seems like it's fine. Imprisoned in the Moon is always good. Omniscience, we have to. Witness Protection. Enchanted creature loses all ability and is green and white citizen with base power toughness 1/1. That's fine. Thank you for using my Uno card. All right. Let's see what we've got in here so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. And Kaikar is 43. Oh, that's what I dropped. I dropped my phone earlier. I was like, something fell off my desk and I don't know what it was. It's my phone. And now it's like mysteriously disappeared. Okay, let's find it. Actually, I don't need it. I'll have my Hello Kitty calculator from Japan. What did we say? 43? That's 57. There's 2 lands in there. So assuming we do like 35 lands, right? Let's say we have 33 left to go. We've got 24 cards that we need to fill. and only creatures remaining, which is perfect because I feel like 24 creatures is probably fine. So I think we're doing really well with our Kaikar deck so far. And I like that we have, this is all non-creature spells, which is exactly what Kaikar wants. So I feel like we're off to a good start. All right. Thank you. Isn't it so cute? I couldn't resist it. I was staring at it in the store in Japan for like ages, and I was like, God, do I really need, like, I don't need this, but like, can I pass this up? And I was like, I can't. Like, I have no idea what this says. These buttons right here, like, no idea. They're in kanji, but like, I was like, that's fine. I don't need them. I need this calculator though. All right. Oh God, we have so much sorting to do here. QRSTEL. I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. Okay, we're sorting. It just really helps when they're all, you can see the doubles and they're all together. Okay, we've got a spot for 24, so we don't want to have to go over because then we're gonna have to deal with cutting, and that is my least favorite thing. I'm so bad at cuts. I'm like, this deck has 120 cards and it's perfect. Can we just rule 0 it? Just kidding. I know that I wouldn't do that, but it feels like that sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to take anything out. HI. We're almost there with the blues. R. We've got another wizard in here, so that's nice. I'm thinking about revamping my I posted this on socials. I'm thinking about revamping my Discord because I want to play more like playtest and casual streams and casual commander like off stream and things like that. So, and I love playing with people I don't know. I kind of get bored playing with like the same people on the same decks all the time, and I want to branch out and play with more people and give people like a place where they can go and find games like anytime they want. And I'm thinking about revamping and like opening up my Discord to the public so that I could just play with like you guys and you know, jam games. So if you're interested in that, follow my socials so that you can be informed and get the link on that, because I would want to play something like this, you know, something silly billies that doesn't have a fucking soul ring or arcane signet or anything in it, you know, like just something ridiculous that like people will let me just be like, yeah, cool, play your shitty seal deck. All right, I'm gonna separate out whatever is not a double, and then we'll decide from there. We'll count them out and decide. Yay! A GoPro is perfect. You can definitely use that. Old cell phones are perfect for overheads. I have an Amazon influencer page, and if you it's in my link tree. All of my stream stuff is in there. Um and it's all a variety of prices, but I fully believe in doing things on the cheap. And my overhead is a Logitech 920, I think. Um it's also like if you purchase something that I've posted in my Amazon, I do make commission on that. Um but I'm happy to share what I use, and I have upgraded things over time, but when I first started, my setup was ridiculously pitiful. I did order this Logitech. I didn't always have a face cam. I just used like the face cam that I was using a laptop. I still use a laptop to stream, but I was using a MacBook, which is not really great for streaming, to be fair. But when I started, I was using a MacBook. The face cam was just the stock camera that came in the MacBook, and I bought this Logitech as my overhead, which I still use. And I had it like stacked up on a pile of books, and this like crate box that I got for Christmas. That was like a gift set of beef jerky. So, my setup was kind of ridiculous, when I first started, but hey, it worked and it got me started. And over time, little by little, I bought other things. Like I bought a better mic and better headphones and better I just got a second monitor, and I did it super cheap. Um like super cheap. Like it's like I don't even know the brand, and it's like I don't know, I paid like $60 for it or something. But it does the job cuz everything was so freaking tiny. I'm still streaming on a laptop, but this it's not the MacBook anymore. It's a gaming laptop, so it's like better equipped to like deal with the bitrate and that stuff, um but yeah, I don't have the money for a big tower custom build thing that people are doing, and I'm just doing the best with what I have and what I can, and little by little, and like as deals come up, I've been buying things. So I now have better headphones, better mic, better monitor. um Tell the beef jerky box story every time you talk about starting up. My beef jerky box, like it was hard to throw it out. I was like, oh man, could I use this as storage or something, like card storage? I just didn't have the room for it, but like it hurt my heart to have to throw out that beef jerky box because it really was a part of my history, and I wouldn't be here without it. So I hope this year someone gets me another beef jerky box for Christmas. But that got me, really far. That got me everywhere. That little beef jerky box. It did everything I needed. Thank you for appreciating my beef jerky story. I'm a beef jerky enthusiast. I love to snack on like proteins. I love meats. I don't think I could ever be a vegetarian. It would be really, really hard for me. Oh, I feel right? Right? I know. Relatable. I feel like I have so many more creatures in white than blue. It like took me so much longer to sort it. Mm. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're like halfway. Okay, we do have some angels, though. I'm not sure that there's enough to justify Giada, but let's see. Okay, now we're almost there. We're in the home stretch of the white creatures. Oh, MTG bot Boros fist bump to you. Thank you for subbing, Triple Sky. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. That means so much to me. You used your monthly Prime here. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Thank you. And MTG bot, you know, gave a Boros fist bump, which is great because, you know, we're building Boros eventually. Yeah, thank you. I know the ads are crazy sometimes, so I appreciate you. It still means a lot to me that you used your monthly sub here. I unfortunately cannot control, like, the fact that there's gonna be ads. You know, like, I can try my best to minimize them, but the ads are inevitable. Crystal. Here we go. Okay. All right, what have we got now? We've got an Ajani's Bridemate. Let's get rid of the doubles. Arabo, Armasaur, Cat Collector, Cathar Commando, Crystal Barricade, Dazzling Angel, Dauntless Veteran, Exemplar of Light. I don't think we're going to use the hair because, I mean, you can use multiple. That's the thing. You can use multiple copies of it. When this creature enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent. So you can have multiple, though I don't think this is really going to benefit us in Kaikar. So I'm just going to put all the copies away. But I'm tempted to make a hair deck. I just feel like it'll be unnecessarily obnoxious and like no one will want to play it. But you never know. We'll see. Maybe I'll make it. I'm going to use the fancy card. Did I already put? Yeah, I already put a squad rallier. Okay. We do have quite a bit of angels, but I don't know if they're... Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 angels in here. Do we think Giada is worth it for 5 angels? Probably not, right? We could take Giada out. Is it safe to say? My vote is take Giada out. I don't think there's enough angels to make her worth it. I like her too. I like her a lot, but unless we're putting in all 5, and we're gonna have 24 creatures because like that's what we need to fill the deck. So 5 out of 24 doesn't seem worth it for Giada to be valuable. All right. Now we have to look through our, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We have 23 white, 23 blue. We need to pretty much take like half from each to make this deck complete. Does Giada trigger off cast or ETB? Giada doesn't, Giada herself doesn't trigger herself. Whenever an angel comes in, it gets a +1 counter for the number of angels that you have on the battlefield. So if Giada is the first angel, the second angel comes in with a +1 because you have 1 angel. And then the third angel comes in with +2 because there are 2 other angels. It just makes all your angels bigger and bigger as they come in, but she kind of has to be the first. And if she's in the 99 and you only have 5, she might be the last, or she might never come out, you know? So it just doesn't seem fruitful. All right, so we've got to kind of like narrow these 2 piles down to about half. Whenever another angel you control, that's not doing anything for us. Whenever you gain life for the first time, we're not gaining life. When this creature enters, if it was kicked, return target permanent. That seems useful. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more, it has flying. That seems fine. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. I'm going to put that in the maybe because I don't know how many cards we will have with 2 or less power. Flying and Vigilance is always good. I'm going to put it in the maybe because it's a bit high to cast. Savannah Lions is cheap. It's a 2/1, but it does nothing. So unless it's a cat deck, it doesn't feel very valuable. This is good because it makes more creatures. When this creature enters, make a cat. It has vigilance. Doesn't really do much else. During your turn, this creature has first strike. During your turn, creatures you control with 1/1 counters have first strike. I'll put that in the maybe. I like drawing a card. I like lifelink and flyers. Create 2 3/3 knights. That's pretty good. It is a high cost card though, but when this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. Whenever you gain life, we're not focusing on life gain. Whenever this creature attacks, each creatures you control get 1/1. Okay. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. That's fine, but I wouldn't say we're focusing on life gain enough to warrant the other things. You have hexproof. I like that. Sacrifice this creature and destroy target artifact or enchantment. When this creature enters, create a food token when you gain life for the first time. It's not really useful enough. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, put a 1/1 counter on creature you control. Other cats, we're not playing cats. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. We're not really gaining life. So, what are we down to in the yes pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's perfect because we need 24 and we've got 12. We've got 3 in the maybe pile. Now we're down to the blue. Okay. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard, and it's got ward 2. I feel like we are doing a lot of instant sorceries. Flying and Vigilance, draw a card, discard a card. It's a 1/1 with Flash, and it allows you to draw a card whenever you want, as long as you have the mana. When this creature enters, if you attack this turn, draw a card. You can Surveil, and it has Defender. I'm gonna maybe this. Instants and sorceries cost less. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a fairy. I like this, but I don't think we're drawing enough cards for that. I mean, like, I know we have some draw a card stuff, but... Alright, maybe I'll maybe it. Ugh. When this creature enters, you may search your library for an instant or sorcery with mana value 1, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Okay. When this creature enters, Surveil 2, and it has prowess. I'll maybe it. When Kiora enters, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Whenever Kiora attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create a Scion of the Deep. Yes! When this creature enters, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. I'll maybe it. You may cast spells as though they had flash. Whenever a land you control enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. That's good, but it's so high cost, so I'm gonna maybe it. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I'll maybe it. This is okay. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library and then separate them into a face down pile and a face up pile. An opponent chooses one of the piles. Okay. I like that. That's kind of fun. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. It's a 1/1 for 4 though, so I'm gonna maybe it. When this creature enters Surveil 3, this creature can't be blocked as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Perfect. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay, that could be good. When this creature enters, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Instant and sorceries cost less, and this is doing nothing. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, we're over! And I have a maybe pile. Oh, God. We've got a beefy maybe pile. Alright. We've got to cut 3 cards from here. So... Alright. I like Tolarian Terror. I like Strix. This is really high cost, so I can cut that. I like that. I like Kiora. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. That means that these are all in our maybe pile. But Kaikar is done. Unless we reduce our lands to allow for other spells, I feel like Kaikar is there. We did it. We did it with Kaikar. I'm gonna put these in a little thingy so that I can swap cards out if I decide that they are not being useful enough in this deck. I've always wanted to build a Kaikar deck too. So it's kind of funny that fate decided that I will build a Kaikar deck. I'm putting these in little baggies just so I know they were like cards I considered for Kaikar. And we're gonna build Alesha next. We did it. We built a sealed deck on stream. Kaikar is donezo. He just needs basic lands. Alright. And this was like the no pile. Oh, actually I should look and see if there's any like Azorius lands in here. I do. I have a Tranquil Cove. Ooh, other creatures with flying get 1/1/1/1. That might be useful. Okay, so now we're building Alesha. Let's see if there's any. Okay, we've got a Bloodfell Caves. Alright, it seems like the Bloodfell Caves is all we're getting for Alesha. And then this will go in my maybe pile. I'll definitely do the Tranquil Cove, but I'll put the Eagle in my maybe pile. Alright. Kaikar makes flyers, I know. So we've got some good stuff in here for Kaikar. Alright, Alesha. Whenever she attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature with mana value less than or equal to Alesha's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ideally, I would like to be tossing things in my graveyard, but I feel like we're just going to have to like lose them to blocking situations in this case. But we can get them back. So we'll put a Soulstone, we'll put an Evolving Wilds. Secluded Courtyard cares about a creature type, and we're not really doing creature types. We'll do a Burnished Heart. We'll do a Campus Guide. We'll do a Fishing Pole, a Gleaming Barrier, a Goldvein Pick, a Juggernaut, and a Katana. That's what we have in terms of colorless and lands. All right. Let's start with red. We're doing... This is the creature pile. Instant. Ooh, so many creatures. Okay, we've got a sorcery. It's A with an A. Alesha. Yeah, it's Alesha who laughs at fate. That's it. Instant, sorcery, instant. I couldn't keep all the Magic the Gathering cards straight at all. Like, I wouldn't, I spell them wrong all the time. Like, sometimes I try to find a card and I put it in Moxfield and they're like, this card doesn't exist. I'm like, what do you mean? And it's like, I put some letter wrong. It happens to me all the time. Ah, so many creatures. Oh no, what did I just do? I had like a brain fart moment. I did it again. Stop it. Stop it, you. Okay. We only have 3 types within the red. We have instant, sorcery, and creature. All right, let's go instance first. A, F, G. Okay. We've got a braid, bulk up, burst lightning, fiery annihilation, goblin surprise, Hidetsugu second right, sure strike, and thrill of possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's look at the instance. All right. We've got Bolt Wave, Brass's Bounty, Goblin Negotiation, Incinerating Blast. I may have overheated bot. It's fine. It's doing its best, okay? He's new on the job. Maybe refresh. I don't know. I don't even know what to suggest. This is like the first time I've ever seen someone use it, so I'm just grateful it works. But in the meantime, Alesha Who Laughs at Fate is first strike. 2/2 first strike. Whenever Alesha attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to Alesha's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. All right. We've got in instants and sorceries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're doing all right because that's just red. We'll leave the creatures for last. We'll move on to the black and sort those out. We've got sorcery. a whole bunch of creatures. We got vampires. We got a lot of a mess of stuff. Sorcery. Oh, wait. Instant. Really? That's interesting. If I heard that if a lot of people have the bot active in the chat, it caps prioritizes it a certain amount of places it will work. That's so strange. I haven't heard that, but again, I'm like kind of new to using it, so interesting. Good to know. Makes sense. I guess they don't want to like overpower their system or whatever. An enchantment, yay! All right, we're leaving the creatures for last. It's because it's overwhelming work. It's like the bulk of stuff. Okay, let's look at these red cards, by the way. Because I don't want to just like blindly pick whatever. Oh, I'm so glad that you had fun. Thank you. I appreciate the lurks all the time. It always helps. So thank you so much. As an additional cost to cast, discard a card and draw 2 cards. We do like that. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike. Sure. If a target player has exactly 10 life, it deals 10 damage to that player. That seems really conditional, so I'm going to maybe it. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until the end of turn. Create 2 goblins. Okay. Deals 5 damage to target creature. Exile up to 1 target equipment attached to that creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. That seems useful. 2 damage to any target. If this spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. Fine. Double target creature's power. I like that. Yeah, like a braid. 3 damage to each creature or each player. Perfect. 2 damage to each creature without flying. Gain control of target creature. Okay. 6 damage to target creature. Discard a card, draw a card. X damage. Create that number of goblins. Okay. For each land you control, create a treasure token. It's a little costly, but... So I'll cut it if we need to make cuts, but I like it so far. All right. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life. Ooh. All right, yes. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. I don't love losing life, guys. I know that it's drawing cards, but I'm not gaining life, so I don't know that Phyrexian Arena is doing me a lot of value here. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a food token. Well, that would gain me some life, but there's no guarantee that that's going to come up. All right. I do like it, though. Excuse me, this nasty cough. All right. Mm. All right. We've got Eaten Alive, Macabre Waltz, Pilfer, Seeker's Folly, and Zombify. Let's see what we can use. Okay, we like returning things from the graveyard. Target opponent discards 2 cards, or creatures your opponent controls gets -1. Fine. Target opponent reveals their hand, and you choose a card and they discard it. Return up to 2 target creature cards from the graveyard, then discard a card. Okay. Sack a creature. Exile target creature. Okay, it's removal, but I don't love sacking a creature, so put it in the maybe pile. Let's look at the instance, and then we'll count. Ooh, a lot of bacon to a pie. Stab. All right. We've got bacon to a pie. Fake your own death. Hero's downfall. And stab. Target creature gets -2/-2. Not amazing. Destroy. We like that. Until the end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield. And create a treasure token, okay? Destroy target creature, create a food token. Alright. Okay, let's count. Alesha's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Power Dragon! What the frick is up? Oh my god. Thank you so much for the raid. We are midnight magicking. I just opened a box of Foundation's play boosters, and I decided I was going to build a sealed deck from them, and I ended up building 2. I just built Kaikar, so that is done, and we are now building Alesha from the sealed pool. So we are just midnight magicking, and thank you all so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. This stream is sponsored by a TCG player who sent me these amazing, lovely cards, and I'm so grateful. Thank you all so much for being here. I am a girl named Ron. If you don't know me, I stream EDH, Magic the Gathering, MTGO content, deck building, deck teching, and I love gaming and TCGs. And thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Power Dragon, Vacay Bay. We are in the middle of building Alesha Who Smiles at Death, which is from a sealed box of foundations, and we are limited to what we pulled from the box. So I am just counting up what we have so far. Thank you all so much for you. I'm so grateful. All right, we've got 1. Vacay Bay! I'm so grateful for you. I miss you so much. What is the next con you're gonna be at? Because I want to see you again. Thank you so much. Oh, yay! I hope to see you at Chicago. I think I'll be there. So, Thank you. I love you. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32. All right, we've got 32 cards. So we need a lot more. All right, let's see. Assuming, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. So assuming that we're gonna like maybe have 32 more lands, we need 36 cards. I have these in a maybe pile, so I think I'm just gonna move them to the permanent pile because I don't want to have 36 creatures. So now we're down to 32. So somewhere 32 feels like a lot of creatures, but that's what happens when we're in a limited pool. So, all right, I'm going to sort these out real quick so that we can see what we have doubles of and get rid of stuff. And we can choose the best creatures for our Alicia deck between the black and the red. Let's see. GGGG. Here we go. We are so close to finishing 2 decks, which is crazy. I only planned to build 1, but like I couldn't decide between those 2 commanders and they were just so good, and I was like, all right, they don't include each other's colors. So like we're not repeating any of these cards. It's fine. Except the colorless, of course. But I'm really happy with our Kaikar build. It was so good. Burglar Rat. Okay. We're going. I'm going as fast as I can. Sorting is like my least favorite, but I'm trying so hard to make fast work of it because I want to get to the choosing of the best cards. Vampire Soul Caller, Vampire Gourmand, Sanguine Siphoner. We're almost there. Okay, 32 we need. 32. Between the 2 colors. So let's start separating out what we have doubles of. Okay, so we've got Abyssal, Burglar Rat. Let's get rid of the double. Crypt Feaster, Gutless Plunderer, Hungry Ghoul, Infestation Sage. Part of the combo, Marauding Blight Priest, Reassembling Skeleton, Soul Shackled Zombie, Tiny Bones, Tragic Banshee, Vampire Gourmand, Vampire Nighthawk, and Vampire Soul Caller, and Vengeful Blood Witch. Alright. How many creatures is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. I might need to use them all because we need 32 creatures. So now let's narrow down our doubles from the red pile, and we'll see if we get to 32 creatures, and then our Alesha deck is complete. The sealed deck from Just Foundations. And I'm hoping to open up my Discord and see, like, if anybody wants to play test these silly decks with me, because they're, there's like no soul ring, there's no ramp, it's not optimized. It's just a deck from what I opened in this box. So I'm happy to play anybody who has like a silly fun deck that's not like, oh, combo on turn 3 or something like that. You know what I mean? Because this is not like a powerhouse move at all, but I'm curious to see how well a seal deck plays, All right, let's organize these and pull out the doubles and see what we get from here. I'm going to try to go fast. As fast as I can. As fast as I can read. All right, Frenzied Goblin. Slumbering. Almost. Firebrand. Spitfire. Hawk Tua of the cards. Gorehorn. A strong box. I feel like these are all like horny to me. I don't know. It's like strong box and Spitfire. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I like crazy brained? Killing HIJK. Fanatical. Ooh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Strong box. There it is again. Battle song. Sower. Dracosa. Goblin. Courageous. Ugh, I'm so close to being done. I get so anxious when I'm almost there. Fire. Spitter. Crackling. Sear Slicer. Okay. All right. Let's see what our doubles are. We've got Axe Guard. Battle Song. Brazen Scourge. Courageous Goblin. Crackling Cyclops. Dragon Trainer. Drakaseth. Itali. Fanatical. Firebrand Archer. Fire Spitter. Frenzied Goblin. Goblin Borders. Gorehorn Raider. Heartfire Immolator. Killin. Seer Slicer. Slumbering Cerberus. Sower of Chaos. Spitfire. And Twin Flame. Alright. I know we said we needed 32. I don't remember how many black creatures we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We had 18. Which means we have 14 spots from the red. Unless we narrow down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, we definitely have to narrow down. Leah, thank you so much for the bits. I am so grateful for you. I know it's super late. It's 3 a.m. where I am, so I don't know what time it is where you are, but I'm so grateful for you. I know it's late pretty much everywhere right now. Thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for being here. I just opened a box of Foundations Play Boosters, and I built 2 sealed decks from it. I just built Kaikar, so this is my sealed deck for Kaikar, and now I am building Alesha Who Laughs at Fate from my sealed pulls, because they are completely opposite colors. Alesha is black and red, and Kaikar is white and blue, so I made use of my entire box and built 2 decks from it. So here we are. We are at the tail end of Alesha. She just wants to attack, really. Otherwise there's no condition. The only condition is attacking. And returning things from the graveyard. So you have no risk of, like, attacking and losing your attackers, or, you know, like, having your stuff die, because she brings them back. So let's see. I definitely want the Twin Flame. When this creature enters, if you attack this turn, exile the top 2 cards of your library. I will be doing a lot of attacking, so I probably want that. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to an opponent. I'm gonna maybe that. Target creature can't block this turn. That seems useful, but I'm gonna maybe it. This creature doesn't untap during your untap step. I don't like that. No, I'm gonna chuck that. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a goblin. I'm gonna maybe it. If Kellen is a scout, he becomes a human fairy and gains, whenever he deals combat damage, exile the top of your library. I feel like that's unnecessarily complicated and not what I need in this deck. Sack this creature, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Excuse me, I'm gonna maybe it. When this creature enters, if you attack this turn, this creature deals 2 damage to any target. It doesn't feel like, for 5 mana, it doesn't feel like it's doing enough. Okay, I like this one. You may pay 1 if you do this creature. Yeah, I like that. Whenever you cast a non-creature or dragon spell, this creature deals 1 damage. That's fine. It's cheap enough. Okay. I like this pingy. It only deals 1 damage to a target, but it's a 1/1 with haste. It's a good early game card if you get it. Itali's kind of nasty. Yeah, I like Drakoseth. It's a big bomb. It's super costly, but okay. This is like a 2-for-1, but it's only a 1/1. It costs 5, but it does make a 4/4 dragon, but still. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +3/+0 until the end of turn. Oh, maybe it. Whenever this creature attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets plus. Oh, I like menace. Okay. I like haste. Whenever you attack target creature you control gains +1/+0 and gains menace until the end of turn. I like that. Target creature gains haste until the end of turn. Okay, fine. All right, let's count up what we have that is not in the maybe pile. So Alesha is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. All right, we've got 69 cards in our deck. 3 of them are lands. And 31 are remaining, which would be lands. So I feel like we're full. These are our maybes. I'm going to put them in a little inner sleeve. Just to say we've got some maybes. So if these don't play right, we'll swap them out for these because we're considering. So today we built, if you haven't been here this whole time, we opened a Foundations play booster box and we picked 2 legendaries from that booster box and built commander decks from them using solely the sealed booster box. So we built Alesha, Who Laughs at Fate, and Kaikar, Zephyr, Awakener. This stream was sponsored by TCG Player. Please use my link to shop at TCG Player. Thank you for being here. I'm going to raid over to somebody. We've got 65 wonderful, wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for being here. I am so, so grateful for you. This has been a wonderful time. I've had a great time. And thank you to Power Dragon for the raid. Let's see. Triple Sky, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you followed and you've been here the whole time. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad. Please come back. We do this kind of stuff all the time. So I'm glad to have you. Let's see who I can raid. Who's even on? It's 3 a.m. where I am. So let's see who's on at this time. Beck is streaming, so it's not magic, but let's stream. Let's send some love over to Beck. I would appreciate it if you could hang in there. So we could raid Beck. She's a lovely, lovely person and she's playing some fun games. So go say hi to Beck. Tell her I said hi. I love you guys. I appreciate you all so much. I'm so grateful. Have a good night.